Billy T Detroit Radio with Billy T, TJ, and the crew.
And we back, and we back, and we back, and we are back for another exciting episode of Billy T Detroit Radio. Thank you for joining us. And the crew is all here. TJ, the trouble man, is in the building with that troublesome microphone. Rocky Road Productions, while TJ gets his mic right.
Let me straighten it out and choke it. I choked it.
Miss Fifi, the plug, in the building.
That I am.
The plug.
That voice.
And
our visitor from out of town is still here, Secret Squirrel.
Here's the What Up Doe, What Up Doe, the What Up Doe show.
What up, Doe?
You know he moving back here. You know that,
he's
right?
been here for 2 weeks. Yeah, he's coming back. Okay. And a beautiful day in the neighborhood. It's the Billy T Detroit Radio Show. This is the podcast number
109.
109.
Oh, yeah.
I'm on top of it.
We are moving on up, people.
Those milestones we accomplished.
We getting there, baby. We getting there.
Where's the DJ horn at?
Oh.
Ba, 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 ba. All right, so, we like to talk about a little bit of everything, current events, entertainment news, sports. It's March Madness going on right now.
My second favorite sporting event.
I filled out my bracket. I've got Duke.
And you're going to be wrong.
That's it. We'll see. We'll see.
All the way?
Duke wins.
All
Duke
the
wins
way?
it all. They always do.
No,
they always
don't.
do.
No,
they always
They
win.
didn't win last year.
They always win.
They didn't win last year.
Yeah. They always win.
They didn't
Golden
win last
State
year.
always wins. And Tom Brady always wins. And Donald Trump always wins.
Oh, damn.
Those are all the winners. And
Duke
that's all
hasn't
that
won in
matters.
a while, actually.
Yeah, well, then it's time for them to win.
Alaska
No.
got
Time
a
for 'em to
dog
win.
team, too.
Michigan State.
Alaska.
Alaska. No, that's the dog sleds.
Yeah. I'm just saying they got a
All right, so
team.
let's go political. We have a political analyst on the phone. I'm talking about Detroit radio legend, Mr. John Arnold. Welcome to the show, John.
Arnold. Oh,
All right.
Yeah, all right.
Woo-woo.
I remember
Now,
this dude.
You all sure are having a lot of fun.
we're trying.
Yes.
We're just getting started, my friend. How are you,
All right.
sir? How are you?
I'm wonderful.
All right. Now, should I say Professor Arnold?
Nah.
No? Okay. I wasn't sure if I should go there.
Well, actually, you see what it is I let some of the other folks from the other community, I let them use those kind of large words.
Okay, all right. But listen, you are definitely politically astute, and you know what's going on. So it's a lot going on in Washington right now in the political world. Let's just start out with the big news of the day, the Mueller Report.
That's the only thing that's going on in Washington or most of America is the Mueller Report.
Uh-huh.
And I think a lot of people are going to be very disappointed.
Because it's not going to be what we think it is it?
And I don't think so. I don't. You know how just about everything that's of importance with American government, there's a leak.
Mm-hmm. There have been no leaks.
The leaks. Yeah, the leaks have been happening in the last couple of hours.
Oh, okay.
The Mueller report was delivered to the Attorney General
Bill
about 4:00.
Right.
It took them about an hour before the leaks started coming out.
Oh.
And they're quoting what the leaks are. You know, there is no further indictments expected.
Right. I heard that.
Yeah. You know.
So that
I
really
don't think
that kind of says it all, doesn't it?
So,
it says a lot.
I just want to ask a question on behalf of us that get our news from Facebook.
Oh Lord.
What is the Mueller Report?
Oh my God!
Oh Lord. have mercy.
John, I have to apologize.
Some people need to find out who their Facebook friends are.
Some of
Get their game up.
If you don't go that deep into it, I mean, you know, hey.
It was basically an investigation of President Trump about his affiliation with the Russians, as if there was collusion with them interrupting the 2016 elections.
Okay.
You do know that Trump's president, right?
He is?
The guy from Apprentice?
Yeah,
That's my favorite show.
Yeah.
No, what I'm interested in, the P tape. When is the P tape coming out?
Trump got a P tape?
Yes.
R. Kelly or Trump?
Trump. I mean, hey, double matinee. I take it.
Oh, he is crazy.
Yeah.
This is what I deal with, John.
He's right. He's right. There is a tape. There is a tape.
Allegedly.
A P-tape.
Allegedly.
No, it's
That's
there.
not alleged. The guy Comey, that's what Comey said, is that he couldn't understand why Trump, what's Trump's first name? Donald Trump was over in Russia, and they were peeing on each other.
Golden showers.
Oh, wow.
Ain't that okay?
Okay, listen.
Okay.
Here's the question, though. His mindless minions who follow him blindly, would that even matter if that tape came out?
No.
Absolutely not.
No, it wouldn't.
It
I
wouldn't.
mean, they peeing on each other too, probably.
Oh, wait a minute.
They will be dumping buckets of piss on top of their heads.
Stop
They're
it,
idiots.
See,
Like it was the end of the game, and that was
somebody
the Gatorade
always go
cooler
too
or
far.
something nasty.
It would become a challenge, the pee challenge.
a tape came out of him saying grab him by the coochie, and that
nothing
didn't
bother.
happen.
Yeah.
And he still won the
I
election.
think it was
So,
an influx
yeah.
of girls getting their cat grabbed when he said
Okay,
that.
so tell me this. How can Donald Trump say so many things and just act the way he acts and no Republicans or nobody else is saying anything about it? It's like everybody is complicit with him doing what he's doing. Like, I'm not going to say nothing because I don't want Trump berating me on Twitter and things like that, so I ain't going to say nothing.
Well, now I'm glad you asked that question.
All right.
Good question.
Recently, I spent about 10 years in the South. Washington, D.C., at Howard, and then in Tennessee.
Mm-hmm.
And let me tell you, I don't know if any of you have spent any serious time in the South.
I have.
But I'm here to tell you, the South is different.
Yeah,
I believe that.
True.
absolutely.
And in Tennessee, these guys would come from the mountains, and they would come down to the mainland where everybody else is. They live up there with Jed Clampett. And they come down and steal a woman and take the woman back to the mountain. I'm crossing my heart.
For real, he's not lying.
And just keep her, huh?
For real.
You mine. Come here, girl.
And what you have to remember too is that Washington D.C. is down.
It's below the Mason-Dixon line. Yes, it is.
Exactly.
Yes, it is.
Exactly.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And there's a whole different understanding. We all know the reason that the primary reason Trump made it was because Barack Obama was elected president.
That is true.
The white lad.
I agree.
So they had to go
And
extreme.
as far as these folks that voted, and I was telling folks all along when it was time for the election and Trump became the president, I was telling them, look, don't think that he's going to lose just because you don't like it. There's a whole lot of folks out there who do like this guy, and the man won. And believe me, there's a whole lot of people out there right now that will support him no matter what. When he said he could stand in Manhattan and shoot a gun down the street and
shoot somebody,
3 or 4 people, exactly.
And he could do it. He wasn't joking.
He was telling the exact truth.
Yep. And he could still do it, and they would still reelect him.
Yes.
Yes. The only thing that these folks care about is, and it's real foolish, too, because he's not really doing anything for them. This health care, the American health care, that's for everybody to have health care. He's not doing anything for these folks.
Nope.
He gave the tax cut was for the 1%, for the richest people in the country. Those are the people who got the tax cut. Now these folks, now that it's been 2 years and now that things have kind of simmered down and they're doing their taxes and they're finding out that they owe taxes.
Right.
They're not getting those big cuts they were getting before. Now they're beginning to understand a little bit, but I don't think that makes them any difference either.
Nope.
Right. Yeah.
Nope.
And you just wonder why people keep voting against their best interest, but we understand why. He got to where they really are. To me, he just pulled back the curtain on the Republican Party and showed us this is what they are. We already knew they were racist. He's just showing you out and out, here they are. And they are saying, okay, yes, we are. This is us. Yeah. And it does bother you when no one will speak out against him. He dogged John McCain. And listen, John McCain's daughter finally grew a backbone and said something. She let him step all on her daddy and still supported him.
Right.
And that was her daddy.
Yeah.
And just the other day, since he said what he said after John died, now she finally said, my daddy did it. Well, you're supposed to, there's no way in the world you're going to talk about my daddy the way he talked about John McCain, and I'm going to support you in any way. I don't care about nothing about no party.
See, but Megan
The guy,
Meghan McCain, she grew up a life of privilege.
Of
She
course.
didn't have to work for nothing, so she didn't say anything until it's hurted her deeply.
Yes.
7 months later,
Yep.
he's still talking trash about
But
McCain.
she didn't defend him. To me, she said a little bit, but to me, the fact that you still acknowledge him, but he's still the president, I don't care. He's a disgusting human being, and that's all.
If Trump hadn't insulted McCain's wife,
right,
Megan's mother,
mm-hmm.
Megan probably wouldn't have said anything yet.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. You're right. I just that's what I can't get past, that they can let him talk like this. And here's something else that bothers me, John. I get sick of these newscasters saying it. The president cannot be indicted. So you're saying he can do any damn thing. He can shoot somebody on Fifth Avenue. He can do anything, and I can't be indicted, which means basically you are above the law. No one person should be above the law. And to me, it's like, okay, you can't be indicted for nothing. But if you've done something wrong, if you've broken the law, you should be indicted.
Yes.
You should not be.
Yes,
I don't understand how that's even applicable.
They're just talking. They're just saying things kind of like Trump. If you keep saying no collusion, no collusion, after a while people start believing that there's no collusion.
And it's working. It's almost frightening how people fall in line.
Well, I'm impressed there, BillyT.
What?
I'm impressed, man.
You think I don't keep up?
Hey, man, I knew you were a good disc jockey. You know, I'm impressed.
Well,
Professor.
thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. That means a lot coming from you.
Okay.
Well, I got another one for you. The Democratic field is so crowded right now. It's like 32 people running. I don't know. It's so many people, 350 people running for president, and it's going to come down to a few. Joe Biden has not officially got into the race yet, but there's some talk about him already picking a running mate, and possibly Miss Abrams from Georgia.
I don't see how she really adds anything to his ticket, and I don't see how he's adding anything to her future. She's got a brilliant future ahead of her.
Okay.
Amazing future ahead of her. But I don't see her adding anything to his ticket.
Well,
and really, what is he adding to her?
Yeah.
You know, I don't think that would be a winning ticket right there.
Okay.
A winning ticket to me would be maybe a Joe Biden and a AOC.
Ooh, they ain't
Because
ready for that.
AOC is too young to run on her own. You know, you have to be
president.
like 43.
Okay,
Yeah.
but what about vice
But
president?
she could be vice president.
Could she? Oh,
Yeah.
okay. I didn't know that. I thought,
Yeah.
okay.
Of course, that would be a problem if something, Lord forbid, were to happen to Joe Biden.
Yeah, because she still could.
Right.
Would she be too young to be elevated to
There
president?
you go.
You can't run for president.
There you
Can
go.
you be president at that age?
So then Trump
If-
takes back over.
Yeah, then bring Trump back. But I do love her. I was going to ask you about her and the new progressives in Congress, AOC, Rashida Tlaib, the others. What do you think about them?
I love them. I love it. You know, anytime you have people that have marginalized in the past and now they're able to, and look at all the excitement that's happening too. They follow AOC around like she's a presidential
rock star.
candidate today.
Yes.
Whatever it is she says, and she is so sharp, and her comebacks when they say negative things about her, she just
Smiles.
shuts them all down.
And shuts them down.
She shuts them down.
Yeah. And I also like our girl, Rashida Tlaib.
Oh, yeah.
She's
I
really
voted for
sharp.
her.
I heard her on the radio the other day. First of all, I just like her, where she's coming from and everything. But I really love one of the things that she's pushing for now, which is eliminating the fact that auto insurance companies can use your credit score to check for your auto insurance. That makes no sense at all. What does that have to do with your driving record? Nothing.
Well, it's about time somebody
Said something.
Some elected official did something about this. Automobile insurance here is just ridiculous.
Absolutely
It's
ridiculous.
a racket. It's a racket.
It's unbelievably high, and it's like the people here are so used to it that
Yeah.
they don't even realize how unfair the insurance is here in Michigan. It's incredibly high.
When I was living in D.C., I had a new car, and my girlfriend had a new car, and both of those new cars together, I think the insurance for both, the $500 deductible, the rent-a-car,
The full coverage.
$125 a month for both cars.
Ooh.
Both cars.
Both cars.
Oh man, that's great. That is awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy in Michigan, man, and that's why a lot of people move out. It's getting ridiculous, and I understand.
Well, I mean, do you blame them?
Not at all.
The insurance. This and see, everybody talks this little game about the insurance is too high, but you see nobody's doing anything about
Nope,
it
they
except
can't.
for. Well, somebody should be able to do something.
Let's hope Miss Rashida can do something. Back to the crowded Democratic field. Do you like anyone, or you see anyone that might rise up and take on Trump?
Well, it's kind of early to tell because there's a lot of land between now and the primary.
Well, about 500 days or so.
Yeah, there's a lot of time, and anyone who rises too fast right now, you know that they're doing all kind of investigations on everybody who throws their hat.
You know it. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
They're gonna dig up some dirt. Everybody got some dirt somewhere.
everybody. You know, so it's really too early to tell. I like the idea of Bernie Sanders saying something. Because it seems like what he says, and the party started jumping on top of that, as if it's the first time they've heard it.
Right.
I like Joe Biden because he's kind of like the uncle.
Yep.
And he does say some things that gets him in trouble. But I do like him.
Yeah.
I like him a lot.
Yeah.
Now, do you think it's like with what's the first guy, Bernie Sanders? You think the age is a
factor?
limitation or a factor?
Mm-hmm. Good question.
Well, I don't think so. Especially after Ronald Reagan, he was, he looked old.
Yeah. Well, Trump so far is the oldest president to go into the White House. He was 70 when he went in.
Mm-hmm.
So
And the dumbest.
thank you, Rocky.
And the one with the smallest hands. And the oranges.
Thank you, Rocky.
And the heaviest, he had 240 pounds.
I think Warren G. Harding was bigger than that, wasn't he?
Oh, I wouldn't have laughed then.
I'm going to say this again. If you can't manage your hair, you cannot manage a country. Period. That comb is atrocious. There is
funny.
no way that I didn't want to vote that fool in. Him and Hillary are both terrible. Throw them both
Wait a
away.
minute, Hillary's hair isn't that bad.
No, her personality and everything else about her is bad. Her aura is bad.
Is
Don't
that why?
want her.
Did you vote?
I didn't vote
There
for
you
her.
go. There's the problem.
I voted for Jill Stein,
There's
and I
the
don't
problem.
apologize.
Therein lies
So
the
how
problem.
do you
That's not
think?
the problem.
How do you
I'm
think
gonna
it
vote
would be
for who I want to vote for?
if
Not
Hillary
for what-
Clinton was the president right now? How do you think it would be right now if Hillary Clinton got
Better
elected?
or worse? Better or worse?
It probably would have been the same as what Obama already had going on.
Okay,
It would
so
have been
wouldn't
better,
that-
definitely.
Okay.
Yeah, but would it
there
have
you go.
been?
There
But
you go.
still, as African Americans, wouldn't have been the big recipients of anything.
We never
We
are.
don't
We
demand
weren't.
anything.
We weren't even when Obama was in,
No.
though.
But we don't
He
make
was
our
gay.
demands and hold these people accountable. We vote them in. Oh, he's black. Let's get him in. No, this is what we want, and you got to do it. Period.
But that was the thing when Obama got elected. That was our first black man. So, hey, we
Yes.
thought the world of him, and we expected. But then when we saw what he was doing, and then how the obstacles ahead of him, then it was nothing.
Well,
Trump has obstacles. He does what he
let's-
wants to do.
I want to hear what John has to say on that. They threw a lot at you there, John. Break it down.
Well, I mean they're right on several points, but here's what I say too. Kind of like when Oprah Winfrey endorsed Barack Obama.
Mm-hmm.
Well, for all the time that Oprah had really been on television, I didn't really think she was appealing much to black folks. I thought she was what they call a soccer mom.
Yeah.
Not a soccer.
A lot of people
appealing
said
to
that.
soccer
A suburban mom. Yeah.
Right. Right.
Yeah. She did appeal to
she-
them.
Like I got a white.
But she did a great thing when she endorsed Barack Obama and introduced him to America.
Yes.
Well,
she did.
It's like the wheels of justice turn slowly. Changes in this country and in the Constitution and the personality of this country, they turn just as slow.
Yeah.
What was Barack Obama going to do?
Yeah.
What was he going to be? Stand up when they play Hail to the Chief, he's going to put his fist in there. What was he going to do? He couldn't give us all reparations, not without the approval of Congress.
Right.
I mean, really, what was he going to do?
Exactly.
What he did do, though, the affordable health care, that was great for black people.
A lot of people.
It worked for everybody.
Right.
But it was particularly good for black folks. You see?
Yeah.
So I thought he did a good job. He didn't have any indictments.
That's true. No investigations.
People were proud. People came together as Americans.
No
for the
scandals.
most part.
Yeah. Except, like you said before, the hatred of him was what brewed the Donald Trump phenomenon. And let me add my 2 cents on this because I think that we did expect a lot but like TJ said, he was the first one. He can't do everything, and they weren't going to let this colored man come in there and do anything. As Mitch McConnell said, we're going to try and make him a one-term president, which they didn't do, but they shut him down on everything he tried to do. So he did get the Affordable Care Act passed. But to me, what he did is he was a symbol, and it was really good to see a beautiful, black, intelligent family in the White House. And to stand proud, he made us proud.
Yes.
Okay,
yes.
That's what he did, and he showed the world, hey, this is us too. Yeah, we can we can run touchdowns, dunk basketballs, and rap and sing and dance for you. But we are also this. We are also a family. We are also intelligent. We are also, you know what I mean. And he was an upstanding. I think he was a decent human being.
Yes,
and he did the best that he could with what he had to work with. The one complaint I have about him. The one thing he did that I said, oh, why did he do that? Is when he came to Flint and sipped that water.
Oh, yeah.
And said, see, it's fine. Why did you do that, Barack? I do not know why he did that. That just blew my mind.
I didn't even know that happened.
Huh?
Oh, yeah. I didn't even know that happened.
Yeah,
I didn't know it either.
He sipped it, and it was like, and it was like,
just a little sip.
Just a little sip. Like, hey, if you're going to drink it, drink the whole cup.
Right.
Yeah, if it's fine, go ahead.
If it's fine, go ahead and drink it. And don't give us that. It was a fake moment, and apparently, they can get to you too now. Let's face it.
I didn't know that had happened.
Yeah,
what I did know that I took issue with is that he didn't prove any money going to Flint.
Yeah,
because he said it was a it wasn't a natural disaster. It was a man-made disaster, and so he didn't send any money because of that. And that's what I kind of had a little issue with.
Yeah, I got a little issue with that because you could have made it a disaster. You could have still allocated money for that. And people are still, the water's still not all the way good.
It's still bad.
It's still
3 years
bad.
in.
Yeah.
A few folks that I know that are elected officials in D.C., like in the Congressional Black Caucus, they were trying to they thought that President Obama should have spent a little bit more time helping them with districts, helping them become elected, and inviting them to the White House for photo ops and that kind of thing. Mm-hmm. So, the politicians, they have a little bit of issue with President Obama.
Okay, yeah, I can see that. I'll tell you what, I worked on his 2012 campaign, and it was a machine, man. It was awesome to be a part of it. And what I think is the Democratic Party, I think they went to sleep a little bit when Obama was in office. They were very comfortable. And what I noticed while we were rushing to get him elected, something we didn't do until the very end, they said, well, this is how we do it and blah, blah, blah. I said, what about the state elections and the local elections, the under ticket, what do they call it, the down ballot? What about that? We should be pushing some of these other people. And it was the last Feels like the last few weeks before we really started pushing some of these other Democratic candidates. And to me, that was an opportunity missed because Obama, I'm not saying he was a shoo-in, but we kind of had that locked, and we should have been pushing more other people on the down ballot, as they call it, you know.
Well, for some reason, all the time, people always have a tendency to think more of the presidential elections than they do the Board of Education, the City Council, the mayor. Mm-hmm. For some reason, I don't know why. Because the President of the United States, it's more of a vanity vote. They don't have that. The presidents don't have that much to do with what affects your community.
True.
I don't get it either.
But there it is. Well, hey, John, it has been a pleasure talking to you, sir. We thank you for taking...
What was this, the short version?
Well, you got no. I know you got to get back to the NCAA.
Sound like he's trying to kick you off the show, man. I think you're still in his shine. That's what it is.
No. I know you want to get back to March Madness.
But before he goes,
anybody got any more questions? Sure.
I just want to make one comment. This is just my thoughts. I truly believe that they should change the look of presidency, meaning I think that the whole family thing should be done away with. And the reason being because in war, there has to be casualties. And people with families, they're going to be more conscious about their family. In other words, I'm going to be careful what I do because I don't want to be, whacked off the planet because I got a family to live for. Whereas you have a single person, they can go to bat and go to war for this country. Like, somebody got to be able to lay their life down and not buy because the CIA or some secret service took them out because they didn't want them progressing, but to do what they have to do.
You want the president to go on
I
have no idea.
Did you follow any of that?
What I'm saying is that
you want a single person as president. Not
I'm saying it
person.
Should be an option.
Well, it is. Well, Cory Booker is single. Well, he's dating.
He's dating Rosario
Dawson. We got problems right there.
Wrong choice. They generally elect people with a family.
Is anybody really buying that?
No, not Cory Booker. No. To hell with Cory Booker.
So wait a minute.
Why? Because she's so pretty?
No, Cory Booker. Period.
He act like he never had a pretty girl before.
Do you think he's a little?
He just
wah.
Seem a little square.
No, he needs to just sit down and just continue doing what he's doing now. Don't run for president. Nothing.
John, you sound like you question the relationship with him and Rosario.
Yeah, well, hey, listen. This sounds like the perfect public relations job to me.
Hey, that's what they do now.
Anybody who spent any time in politics in Massachusetts or anywhere on the East Coast, everybody knows that story.
Oh, whoa. Wait a minute now. Hold on.
Now, what's the tea?
What he got caught? We got caught with a dude?
Spill it.
Hey, you didn't hear it from me.
Okay. But.
Hey, if I'm trying to send it to you.
We hear you. We want to hear the rest of it. We're listening.
We want the juice.
I'm pitching it. Are you catching it?
Yeah, we catching it a little bit.
Yeah, but you're being a bit vague there, John. It sounds like you're saying the man ain't, he got a little sugar. He got a little sugar in his tank.
He got a beard now.
Yeah, that don't need
like he's really dating Rosario's brother.
Did you all see that Duke game tonight?
No,
I did not.
Duke won, right? Of course.
Yes. By about 30 points.
That's what I said. It started off slow, but I said it's not going to
23. 23. Let's not exaggerate. 23.
Still, we know who's going to win it all.
North Carolina.
State.
Duke.
North Carolina.
State.
I'm rooting for Michigan State, but Duke.
North Carolina.
Come on. It's all written.
North
John.
Carolina.
It's written.
Michigan State.
North Carolina.
It's a script. It's a script.
All right.
Okay. We got to go, John. Thank you so much for hanging out. Oh, you got a question. Oh, now people got questions.
I got a serious question.
Go ahead, Squirrel.
Seriously.
With Trump taking over from Barack Obama, does that mean orange is the new black?
Oh my God.
Leave it to Squirrel. Say goodnight, Squirrel.
I'll just leave it at that.
Somebody hand me some powder so I can pimp slap this food. What?
Oh, my goodness. Okay. Mr. John Arnold, thank you so much for your input. We appreciate you, and would love to have you back on the show very soon.
All right.
All right, my
Talk
friend.
to you all later. I enjoyed myself. Take care.
All right.
See you later.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
There's nothing new or sharp about the cutting edge. If they build a wall, let's jump the fence. I'm over this. Cold stairs can never put the fear in me. What we built here is godly. They can't gentrify the heart of kings. Let's just not talk about it. If I make a move, you're coming with me. What about the love? Coming with me. What about the neighbors? Coming with me. What about the sea? It's coming with me. The people that you came with, coming with me. What about the love? Coming with me. What about the neighbors? Coming with me. What about the sea? Coming with me. People that you came with, you're coming with me. Hey, okay, now just don't stay. Can't stay down. Let's go shake now until we get what we need. Oh yeah. Okay, I'm okay now. Just don't stay. Can't hold me down. Let's go shake now and let it fall like the leaves. I want it all. We couldn't stand to see our children shot dead in the streets. But when I finally took a knee, them crackers took me out the league.
That is new music from Anderson .Paak.
Play for keeps. And we salute King
It's called King James.
James. Equal opportunities.
I like that dude.
That's
right
dope.
there.
The boy is dope.
I'm a big fan of Anderson.
Yeah, that's his new one right there. You'll be hearing more of that.
You can
It took him 2 years to put this guy on the radio. Remember we were on CHB?
Yes.
I used to play him and that other guy too. Took him 2 years to play this guy on the radio. What's wrong with radio, man? What's wrong with black radio, man?
Hey, they got bought out.
They're blind, baby. They're blind from the fact so they are because they're listening to that garbage.
They got bought. Yes.
All right, let's get back into the show. Now, listen, you guys have some information for us. Girls, what's the tea? Miss Fifi, Rocky, I know you guys got something.
We do.
What do you have?
So, Michael Jackson had that Neverland
Leaving
documentary come out. Yeah, the Leaving Neverland one.
Well, Michael didn't have it come out, but it
Well,
came.
Everybody was trying to talk about what people were saying on the street, word on the street and everything, repeating what they was saying. And so they was trying to make him take his, they were trying to take his Hall of Fame status away from him.
Oh, really?
But yeah.
The Rock and Roll Hall of Fame?
Yeah,
Status?
but they
No,
wasn't
you
able to do
You
it.
can't do that.
Yeah, they wasn't able to do it.
You
So,
can't
he
do
gets
that.
to keep
Come
his
on.
name
Absolutely.
and everything. And I'm real happy about that.
That's,
you know.
And I really, it's really sad. Paris, his daughter Paris, tried to commit suicide again behind this
Wow.
Neverland thing, and she's okay though. She's out of the hospital, and she
That's
said,
good.
"I'm not going to rehab. She's okay. She's okay."
That's good.
And it's just, but I can imagine it affecting her.
Yeah,
I mean,
absolutely.
That's sad. She doesn't have to. She shouldn't have to take all the weight of that.
Yeah, I just think that's ridiculous.
Yeah.
But I'm glad that they can't take that away from him.
Yeah.
I wonder if they can, if they're gonna try to take R. Kelly's and stuff too. Can they
Well,
do that?
R.
Can
Kelly
they
is
take
not
anything?
I don't think he's in the
Rock
Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
He's not in there.
But he the king of R&B. Are they gonna make him not
Bobby
be king?
Brown is the king of R&B. What are you? I thought
You said
Bobby
Bobby
Brown
Brown?
was the king of R&B.
What?
Jamie Foxx said he's king of ribs and barbecue.
That's about it.
I thought it was
And
rocks
perms.
and blunts.
Okay, that too.
R&B, yes. Hey,
Well, whatever your R&B is, he's the king of
but
it.
speaking of going somewhere right now, Jay-Z, the Blueprint album was just indicted in the Congress Hall of Library or whatever, the Congress
the Library of Congress.
The Library of Congress,
They
yes.
said it was inspirational to us. Huh?
Yes, and then with that,
Blueprint was a good album.
Curtis Mayfield, the Superfly soundtrack.
Superfly?
Yes.
Superfly.
Superfly.
Yeah,
What
that's what I
say?
thought you said. I don't know, but that's the
Yeah, stumbling. Okay.
That's what we're going to roll with.
But right.
Supervisor.
Yes. And then
The Supervisor soundtrack.
and Cyndi Lauper.
Oh.
She's So Unusual, that album. Girls Just Want to Have Fun.
Right.
That was also in the Library
All
of
of
Congress.
those went into the Library of Congress.
Yeah,
Very good.
just 2 days ago.
All
So
right.
that's what's up.
I
Why
love all those artists. I love them.
Why it
All
takes
of
so
them.
long
Yeah.
for Curtis Mayfield to get in there?
I don't know. But he has so much good
Superfly,
music. He
yes.
has so much great music, man. That guy was incredible. All
Oh,
right, so
absolutely.
what's
He had
happening
the diamond in the back, sunroof
with
top.
that wasn't Curtis.
That was.
What is up with Cardi B? We got to do a moment with Cardi B. What's the story, guys?
So, you know, you want to tell them?
She's trademarking
A who?
Okay.
What? A who? What? That thing she does in the commercial, in the Pepsi commercial.
Yes.
And I got it.
Ain't that a parakeet?
You're not supposed to do it that long, I don't think.
Ain't that a parakeet?
Okay, let me hear it. Let me hear
I don't
the
know
correct
how to do
way.
it. I don't think it's supposed to be that
All right,
long.
well, let's find out what Cardi has to say about it. We have to spend a moment with Cardi B.
Oh.
So you hoes is mad because I trademark Let me tell you something. Every single time I go to a corporate meeting, these folks be like, "Oh my God, can we just please hear you say okrr?" Every time I go to a TV show, hey, can you teach me how to say okrr? Hey. Every time I go do a commercial, hey, can you finish it off with okrr? You think I ain't gonna profit off this shit? Bitch, white folks do it all the motherfucking time. So you're gonna be mad at me because I want to get some motherfucking money?
Get him, Cardi.
Let me tell you something. While I'm still here, I'ma secure all the fucking bags. Let me give y'all a secret too. It's 2019, bitches. It's a lot of ways to get rich. Y'all just gotta get yourself some business. Stop minding motherfucking others. I'm gonna get this motherfucking bag while I'm here, ho.
Okay.
I'm in agreement.
So you hoes is mad
Yeah.
because I trademark okrr.
Okay.
Let me tell you something. Every single time I go to a corporate
That's your girl.
She broke it down right
Yeah,
there,
she
didn't
did. She did.
Okay.
I dig it. I dig it.
I ain't mad. She's absolutely right too.
She is.
You better get it now. She said, "I'm stacking this bag. I'm getting this
TJ's
bag."
playing
baby.
with his thing again over there.
He's always playing with his
Well.
thing. TJ, what are you doing? For crying out loud!
About that movie. Cardi B and Jennifer Lopez. Cardi B and Jennifer Lopez might be a movie.
Oh, really?
yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
They gonna both be strippers.
Are
Oh,
you?
wow.
I heard J Lo was in a stripper movie.
Yes.
She's got to take her clothes off.
Is this gonna be like Players Club?
If Cardi B, if J Lo doesn't take her clothes off,
Right.
I'm going to
She
be very
better.
disappointed in that movie.
And Cardi
Oh,
B
my
better
God.
take her.
She can take hers off too. She's actually an original stripper.
already
That
had
was
her
how she
clothes on.
started. Her great
You should,
career.
is she in it or is she just coaching?
No,
She probably
in that
will do
movie.
some
So
coaching.
y'all watching a movie so you could see some booty clapping?
Yes.
You could just go to
J Lo.
Go to
Yes, I want to see
Pornhub
that
for
booty
that.
clap. I want to see
Any random spot
everything.
down 8 Mile. That's
No,
not
they
hard
not
to get.
J Lo though.
Just go
Right.
to Pornhub for that. That's
They
ridiculous.
not
I do.
J-Lo.
I go to
They be
Pornhub.
hanging
And
from
J
the
Lo ain't
ceiling.
on there either.
And, right.
So
Oh my
Hey,
God.
Nicki Minaj is on there too, and she got it. Well, it just looked real
Nicki
funny.
Minaj.
Nicki Minaj is in the show in the movie too.
No, just Cardi B.
I'm
She-
like,
I was
they
about to
gonna
say
fight on the set.
that's
What the
way
hell?
too much.
they just ruined the movie now.
Yeah, that's way too much. Nikki got more butt than a pack of cigarettes.
No, she got more
I
silicone.
cannot take it.
Stop it. Oh man. Okay, you guys got anything else?
She's a human
What
blow
else
up
is going
doll.
on?
So don't you know the whole USC thing that we was talking about the
USC,
college
the college
with
scandal?
the students
Yes,
and stuff. Yeah, the
yes.
whole
Yep.
scandal. Well, it is getting out of hand because I heard that this came through the streets. I heard that kids is getting called out because they starting to do backtracks and see if people, got these fake degrees and everything a long time ago, and they gonna possibly take them from them. And one kid has already committed suicide as a result.
Wait a minute. Oh my
And
goodness.
one person turned themselves in already too. Said they mom and them paid all that money
Damn,
for them
turn
to get
theyself
theirs.
in?
Yep.
Wow, they just came out. Yeah, I did it. We did
Yeah.
it. My mom did it.
He extra honest.
Wow.
He should have been extra honest when he was getting them damn A's and B's that wasn't his.
So wait a minute though. Do you think, even though they may have got in feloniously, do you think if they earned the degree
How do
that
you
it should
know
be
that they
taken
did?
away?
No.
No, you.
I mean, they
No,
did
it
have to
shouldn't be
do
taken
the
away.
work. Didn't
They
they
did
still
it-
have to
yeah.
do the work?
Yeah,
No, because somebody doing the work for him.
No.
That's
They
what
just
the fouls
not
all about.
if
You
you
know-
Not
cheated,
necessarily.
your ACT scores. If you cheated on, you got sports.
Okay.
Photoshop
I get all
pictures.
that. I get all that. But
You
that
didn't
just
accomplish
that
nothing.
just got you in. So if you cheat on your ACT and still graduated, that means you were smarter than what the ACT said you were.
Well,
I mean,
you
that's just a
graduated-
job. You know, like
You
get
still got to do the work.
If you
you know how you
graduated,
get a job and you do the type, and
And
they
you
be like,
lied to
gotta
get
pass
in?
that typing test, and you send the test to your friend and have them take the test.
When
for
you
you
get
and
in
stuff.
there, you got
when you
to
get
type,
in there,
and
they
they'll
want you to
find
type
out.
with these papers, and you don't even know how to turn the computer on.
Exactly. That's my point. Exactly. They're gonna find you out. But if you get in and you do it, then they don't know, and you did it.
But if you are already in there, you can have Becky, who don't never go to the parties and got all these A's and B's, take your test for you.
Well, you don't
How
know
do
if
we
Becky
that
did
you
it or
didn't do
not.
that?
But I have a question.
Hey.
If
you cheated to get in.
taking her scenario, if you were hired under false pretenses and you're working there for 5 years or 4 years
And doing a good job.
and doing a good job, and you are found out that
Then-
you were hired under false pretenses, is there a chance you'll get let go?
Absolutely.
It is, it is. But I mean, let's say you go in and blow them away, and you do a great job, and they find out they might, if you're that good and they like you, they
What
might,
company?
depending on how
What
egregious
company?
it was to get in. Because if you lie on an application, you can get fired.
Yeah.
But let's say you did do a little fudging of your resume, and you get in and you can actually do the job.
Fudge is lying, though.
If you can do the
Hey,
job.
hey, I don't care what they lying about. Just wipe my student loans clean, and we can call it even.
Call it
I
even.
don't care. Hey, I don't want to owe nobody. Okay,
Right.
I'm just saying.
I heard
Jesus
that.
paid it all.
I
So
heard
go
that.
ahead, wipe my little 50 grand off my debt, because I ain't trying to pay
Okay.
that. Okay. Who do I got to talk to and whisper in their ear about this? Because I need this done. I need my. Hey, you let a little Timmy in here for free? Boo.
Why it got to be Timmy?
Because that's who it is. It's Timmy and Tom and them. And all I'm saying is, I don't want to pay my loan back.
What does that have to do
you
with
got to
these
pay that
kids?
loan back.
It has to do with everything. They paid in, and I want to my stuff wiped for free.
No, you got to pay that loan.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
even
gotta
the
get
score.
Yes.
You
No.
still got to pay that loan.
All in favor, wave your hand.
Yep. Can you
I'm
see
just
him?
saying.
Can you see him?
I got you. I got you. But
Okay.
go ahead, squirrel.
I was just gonna say, are we moving on yet?
Oh, grrr.
Okay.
Come on and make that. Come on and talk.
We got about 4 more minutes.
4 minutes, real quick, in sports.
Here we go.
Watch out for the new star, Ja Morant. He plays for Murray State. He will be
Not
a
going
top
far.
3 pick in the NBA. He will be a top 3
that
pick.
again.
He's already
Not
gone past
going
far. He's a
far.
12 seed, but he's going to be a top 3 pick in the NBA. So, in my opinion, that's going
yeah.
very far.
All right, we'll
but
look out
But
for
a
him.
better sports story. David Irving used to play for the Cowboys.
Oh, yeah.
He was suspended for marijuana. He tested pot. They're going to test him for marijuana.
He's the one
so
that
he
quit?
made a YouTube video smoking a blunt and said, "Don't worry about suspending me.
I quit.
I quit.
Yes.
because I want to smoke my weed."
Saw that.
Yeah.
I mean,
It's just
It's like, is it
it's
that
a
serious?
blunt. What's the problem? He
that-
trying to stimulate his mind.
That's his job, though. They don't.
Well, I mean,
you know, they got the right
hey,
to refuse.
and he has a right to
employment.
smoke his weed. If
and
if
he has a
that's-
right to say, "Don't worry about it. I quit."
Yeah, I'm straight.
then he can do that.
You
now,
know what?
has he made that
And
much
that's what he
money?
did.
Has he made a lot of money?
No, he was not. No,
Was he making a few
I
million?
hope he was smart with
They
the
didn't-
money he made.
Did he make over $1 million?
He made some. Yeah, I'm sure he has.
They made
few
I'm
million.
sure he
playoffs.
Oh,
has.
then he's fine. He'll be fine.
I'm
He'll
sure
be
he
fine.
has. If he was
He can-
smart with
yeah,
it.
he'll be fine.
But will they fire
Yeah.
him though? Will
They
that?
That's what
can't
he
fire
needs
him.
to-
He quit.
So he quit. Okay.
He quit.
Okay.
He said, "I quit. I'm
He
done.
about to be
Don't
the
worry
face
about
of
suspending
blunts.
me. I quit.
Well,
I'm
that
out
was
the
kind of
NFL."
like, think about it, a few years ago, Ricky Williams basically did that. He went away.
Yeah,
and-
but Ricky had been in the league for years.
Right.
Then he got with a
And then he
Kardashian.
came back.
And he said he's doing it because he said the rule is wrong. I think the rule is stupid. So you know what?
And you know what?
Don't worry about
He
it.
was
He
right.
came back and
He
You
was
know what?
absolutely right then.
He got
He
with
was
a
right.
Kardashian after that.
No,
That's
no.
what blew his
I
mind.
don't
Oh,
think he did.
God.
Ricky Williams?
Ricky Williams.
No.
Yeah. Which one of them
You got-
football players was with the Kardashian?
The guy
Reggie
from
Bush.
USC.
Reggie Bush.
This boy is
Reggie
acting
Bush.
a
Reggie
fool.
Bush.
Okay,
Yeah.
well,
going on
that,
here?
that shuts me up. Okay.
Listen, listen. If
know,
we're gonna
listen,
have an
Linda,
issue,
Listen, Linda.
Listen, Linda.
if we're
Listen,
gonna have
Linda.
an issue with blunts, then get rid of them funky Newports, them Marlboros, them Virginia Slims, them Cool Lights, and all that other ignorant cancer-causing mess. Get rid of that.
Okay, I have no
You know
idea.
what?
I don't know where she's coming from today. She is really.
real
she
issue.
comes out of
Yeah,
left
she
field.
out of left
What are
field.
you talking
She way
about?
out there.
If you
It
want
has
to have
nothing
an
to
issue with weed, have an issue with them cigarettes.
That's
Is what
not
I'm
even
Well,
saying.
the real
It's-
issue, the
It
real
is.
counter
It
issue.
causes cancer.
But the real counter issue is that hockey does not do drug testing.
Oh, really?
Because you know how many black people are in hockey?
3.
If that.
Okay.
If that.
And one just retired.
So they have a cocaine problem.
You have got to smoke meth.
So
Well, they like the ice, the snow, the ice, same thing.
The only thing black in hockey is the puck.
All right, we got to go. That wraps up the Billy T. Detroit Radio Show podcast, number 109. Thank you for listening.
I love it.
Anderson .Paak, take us out, baby.
We couldn't stand to see our children shot dead in the streets. But when I finally took a knee, them crackers took me out the league.